Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Houston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Back to pass. It's Brown. Grab made by the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Completion sets up a second down play. Ball handed to the running back. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Catch made on the out route, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. It's press coverage now from these DBs. He hands it to the back. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass, it's Brown. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
The Knights are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
2nd down after that previous play. And now the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you added multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Chris, if you look at where this drive started, it's a nice first down to be able to give them just a little bit more breathing room here and be able to really get down to how they want to attack this defense here early in the game.
First down at 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Young. Making people miss. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And this is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open, took his eyes off the football.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yards, and the drive keeps going. This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Heading left after the handoff. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Oh, look at the quick cut. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's a design quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He's running out of time here. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Brown. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Important second down play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
This is a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Direct snap to the back. As the first down is still going. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. Same tailback, another carry. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UCF.
Of course, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Three guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
A lot of time in the pocket. Now fires over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Minner's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Singleton. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. With the catch, it's Williams. And the defense brings him down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. And that will pick up a first down. He'll spot it at 38.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. This offense really clicking. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT puts them up 13 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14.
This one will be fair caught. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Knights will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. 1st down and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Grab down the middle. It's Pittman. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up. Sticking with the running game. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. Dropping back, it's Brown. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's going to take off here. And some room to work now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Defense is coming after him. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Okay, ready. Offense in a split backfield now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball.
He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Brown. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He makes the grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. To throw, it's Brown. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Nice.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Houston. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Brown. He's escaping the pocket now. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's got his man open downfield. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Well, we just have not seen a lot of this today at all from this offense, but they'll take it. Big positive play here. Game is out of reach. They're still just trying to put up any yardage that they can to help build their confidence for next week.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And they can't complete it.